One way to start making your notes more visual is to start using color. In this video, I'm going to share with you a simple yet effective 3-color approach to note-taking. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Sketchnote School. I am your host, Doug Neill. I run this project here called Verbal to Visual, which is all about helping you develop your visual note-taking skills and applying them in meaningful ways to your work and life. And when it comes to the work that I do here, I've really come to enjoy these 3 colors when I want to make ideas visual. So let me share with you my 3-color note-taking process. Before we get into the details of the process, let's first explore why it's worth it to use color in the first place. There are 2 primary reasons that I'd like to highlight. The first, an external benefit. When you use multiple colors while taking notes, you're adding contrast to the page, and that contrast is a huge aid to the eye when you look back on that set of ideas. Color helps you to break up the page so that it can be more quickly and easily interpreted by whoever's looking at it, whether that be you in the future or someone else you want to share your ideas with. The second benefit is more internal, and it occurs during the note-taking process itself. The consistent use of multiple colors anchors the rest of your note-taking process. It provides structure to the note-taking experience that wouldn't be there otherwise. But in order to use each color consistently, you must give each color a specific role, and that's where this 3-color process comes in. I'll take the colors that I'm using here, black, blue, and gray, and use them as an example. I use black as my imagery tool when I want to draw an object related to the ideas that I'm capturing. I use blue as the primary text tool when writing out the words and short phrases that add helpful details to the notes. And I use gray as a helper color for things like containers, arrows, and sometimes even secondary text, like I've done with the words external and internal. When using 3 colors in this way, you're able to keep track of the overall balance between words and images as you fill the page. Too much blue means you should probably try to summarize what's going on with a sketch. Too much black and you might forget the details later on, so best to add some titles and captions. You are free, of course, to use colors that are different than the ones I've shown here, but I do recommend using stronger colors for text and imagery and a lighter color for the helper. That will result in the page not feeling too cluttered once you've got all 3 in play. Now that you've seen a breakdown of the process, let me show you some examples so you can see it in action. First up, some of the recent episodes of this series here, Sketchnote School. As you can see, I like using either black, blue, and gray or black, red, and gray for my 3 colors. Note as well that this 3-color process pairs well with the brick road approach to sketchnoting that I explained in a previous video. Now, in all of those cases, I drafted the sketchnote before actually sketching out the more polished version that you saw. So next, let's take a look at some sketch notes that I took live while listening to interviews that were part of Creative Live's 30 Days of Genius series. These were taken during hour-long interviews, so I had plenty of time to fill the page and be intentional about switching colors consistently throughout the note-taking process. And with those Creative Live sketch notes, I actually live streamed them from Verbal to Visual's Facebook page, which means we have a full recording of the full hour that it took to create each of those. So I will link to those videos, which I have uploaded as well, to YouTube if you want to see what it looks like to take a full hour to fill a not huge page, but I think that might help you see how this process looks in real time. Now it's your turn. Give this 3-color note-taking process a try for yourself to see if it's a good fit for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I hope that you enjoyed that video, and I hope you do find a use for this 3-color approach to sketchnoting. If you would like to dig a little bit deeper into the development of your sketchnoting skills, check out verbaltovisual.com, where you will find a ton more videos as well as full-fledged courses to help you build a solid foundation of skills. Thanks again, we'll see you soon.